Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing lovely. Today I'm gonna answer all the questions you guys asked me in my DMs, in my comments, and I'm actually gonna tell you if New Zealand is worth it. Also, if you haven't seen my last video, you guys can go and watch it first. It has a lot of answers for your questions. Also, if you're confused about studying in New Zealand, Australia, Canada, UK, this video is for you because I've already lived it, spent the money, and made a few mistakes, so you don't have to. Is New Zealand actually worth it? Like the most asked question. Yes, it is. But let me tell you one thing, New Zealand is not for everyone. If you like a flashy life with a lot of people around you, with a lot of noise, this is not the place. But New Zealand in general gives you a lot of safer environments, good lifestyle, good job opportunities, good universities, and a lot of good sceneries. So it just counts as a really good country, but it has its cons as well. Things shut down after literally 5:30 p.m. Everything is closed here. It's very quiet. You would feel like you're in an abandoned place when you would not see anybody after 7 p.m. And if you think that life is not for you, then New Zealand is not for you. Why did I choose New Zealand over Australia, Canada, or any other country? See, I did not randomly pick New Zealand. I had a lot of countries in my mind as well. I had Australia, UK in my mind before coming to New Zealand, and I searched about them. These countries had more cons than pros. UK is not safe, has a lot of renting issues. It's the cost of living is a lot. Australia is having riots, problems, anti-immigration protests, and it has a lot of racism as well. That made me cross Australia, and Canada was never an option for me because I don't want to visit another India. Canada is has become another India, and I wanted to experience a new culture, living among people who are not from the same community. I would rather experience living with new people. Lastly, then I thought about New Zealand. New Zealand is way more manageable, way more calm, composed, fun, less chaos, fewer people, and a very calm student life. Is New Zealand too isolated? Yes, New Zealand is far. You can't just visit New Zealand on weekends or for smaller holidays. But the distance also means fewer distractions, a more calm life, and it helps you focus on yourself, on your studies, and I promise once you go out, you would rather be a very different person, way more mature, way more confident. People would see that confidence in you because that has actually happened to me, and I'm like, oh wow. What is student life actually like in New Zealand? This is a question not everybody tells you about it, but New Zealand is very, very lonely, very quiet. Here, everything shuts down after 7 p.m. Not even 7, I would say. I would say 5:30 p.m. Everything is closed. You can't go out to eat. You can't go out to have any fun or something like that. You won't see people after 7. You would feel like you're in an isolated country where nobody other than you exists. So if you need constant social stimulation, this might not be for you, and you would definitely struggle a lot to settle in here. So I would rather say go to a country where there are a lot of people, not here. But if you enjoy the basic routine, calmer life, fewer people, nature, mountains, this might be for you. Is New Zealand safe? Yes, it is safe. It's very safe. It's the safest country, one of the safest countries. But that doesn't mean nothing happens here. I have heard of thefts and robberies here as well. So it's not completely safe, but compared to other countries, it's really safe. What are the accommodation options for international students? Accommodation is like one of the biggest stress for all the international students, and I would tell you guys that don't book a longer stay here. Book a stay for like maybe 2 weeks and then come and settle down. And once you come, go and explore different websites like marketplaces or any other websites, and then you can find a lot of places over there, and you should go and see the place in person before booking it. That would be my advice for you all, and that's what I did. And amongst the options, you would find university halls, shared apartments, homestays, PGs, basic accommodations, and there would be a lot. Now you have to choose what's in your budget and what exactly do you want. You would find a lot of them in the city. City ones would might be expensive a little, but yeah, it's worth it. What's the cost of living in New Zealand? Well, I talked about that in the last video. Go and have a look. How much money did you actually spend on masters in New Zealand? I spent 45 lakhs for 1.5 year of masters, and I have broken down everything about it in the last video as well. So go check it out. Can students get part-time jobs in New Zealand? Yes, jobs exist here, but like they're very competitive. You're gonna have to lie on your CV. You're gonna have to fight a lot of candidates that are way better than you, and it's really difficult to find them though, because you can apply and you're gonna get a reply back that we're sorry, we found a better candidate. But the most important part is that you don't have to be disheartened, because it's just leading you to a better place. So you need a strong CV. You need patience. You have to be calm and composed. You have to be confident. And if you want tips on how to make a CV and how I got a job here, comment down below. I reply to everyone. Okay, how many hours can students work legally? Well, you guys can work 20 to 25 hours legally during your studies, but once you're free, you can work around up to 40 hours a week, which is great. You can work full time, but it also depends on your visa. Like once you get your visa, there would be conditions written on it, and it just depends on how many hours you can work. On mine it is 25 hours, and during holidays I can work 40 hours. So yeah, take a look at it once. Which one is better, university or a private institution? Private institution does not have any value here if you're an international student. You should rather go to a university which is better for you. Nobody cares about institutions here, and it's easier to find a job while you're in a university. How did you do your documentation? By yourself or through an agent? Well, I had an agent who did all the documentation for me, from like financial documents, my visa documents, university documents, everything. He told me that you need all of this and you have to get me all that. So I prepared all the documents and everything was done by him. And if you guys want his number, comment down below and I will give you his number. Don't just trust any agent, and because like double check before actually working with the agent. And the good thing is this agent was completely free. He did not ask me for any sort of money. Is it worth taking an education loan for New Zealand? Yeah, I think it's fine, because I have a lot of friends who took loan for masters, they're also doing masters and they took loans. Yes, you can take a loan if you want to, and eventually you can pay it off, but make sure to be realistic about the payment options, and be realistic about how long it's going to take to repay the loan. If you're like ready to be in that zone, then it's completely fine. Otherwise, don't. What is post-study work visa? Guys, I talked about it in the last video. Go and check it out now. Is New Zealand racist to international students? No. I have been here for over a year. I have been here for almost a year and nothing has happened till now. People are really supportive. They would want to have a talk with you. They would chat with you. They would sit down, invite you to a lot of gatherings. They're really fun. Nobody is racist here. So be assured. But maybe I won't say that it's completely racism free. If it hasn't happened with me, does not mean it hasn't happened with anybody else. This is my personal experience and nothing has happened to me till now. So yeah, it's way better than other countries. New Zealand won't magically change your life, but if you come prepared, realistic expectations, then it will give you a very stable and decent life. Guys, comment down below if you want to know more about New Zealand. If you have any questions, and I would be happy to help. You guys can DM on my Instagram account. You guys can comment down below, or any other options you might have, and make sure to watch out, because I am going to post a lot more videos about New Zealand, talking about any sort of documentation or visa documentation or part-time job, how to get a perfect CV for part-time job. Just stay tuned for those videos and have a good weekend.